Alright, so what mid do you want? Okay, what mid do you want?
Let's be dynamic, bro. Be dynamic.
Be dynamic.
Bullshit.
Flow like water.
Be like water.
Flow like water.
I can explain this if you need. Like,
If I don't do much damage in the mid, then we switch to mid. I'm gonna bomb it.
No, I get it.
And that means the soldiers can fade. And while you reload, it buys us time.
I'm gonna fade and then I'm gonna recommit later.
Okay.
His dad's asleep, guys.
Going 40. I mean,
We're right
we
side.
shooting nearly. They're gonna bomb. They're gonna bomb.
I'm playing a kite sewer right now.
Never mind. They're not bombing.
They're not bombing.
That was on point.
They was making a carpet.
I just got
surprise.
I'm weak again. He faded.
I died.
Tanking
I got
back.
fucking
We're weak.
dead.
Okay.
We're on one. Probably
Should
should
pick?
be.
Yeah. We probably.
Alright, we're
yeah.
out, we're out, we're out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So nothing productive really happened on that mid. And my biggest issue off rip is the fact that your team clumps towards the right side of the mid. Because there's not really any ground to take over there. There's some height, but you don't need your whole team in order to accomplish that. And we limit our vision on a lot of things. Your demo starts over there, like 10 HP. I'm not really sure how that happens, but that pretty much should never happen. If he's hurt, it should be kind of all towards the left lane and like attempting to get the pack and all that kind of stuff. And that's typically where you'll find more openings and have more control of the map, because by playing in that back little corner, you have very little control of the overall map.
Alright, they're gonna sack soon.
They're
coming
counter-
up with Soldier.
They're going to.
It's even numbers.
Yeah.
Please buff your other scout.
Oh, I got piped.
Soldier on you, Al-Qaeda.
I'm gonna force.
That's just sloppy. I think,
Go up.
and it kind of all stems with like awkward heal order. Like the one soldier alive, I think it's okay for him to just be on point to buff. Like,
Alright, they're gonna sack soon.
They're
Buff
coming
it up,
counter-
Soldier.
They're going to.
It's even numbers.
but yeah, 100% you should buff your flank start here before your demo, so you can go. It doesn't have to be right next to you the whole time. It takes like half a second.
Yeah.
Please buff your other scout.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like really the only thing I can say about just don't catch a lock pipe, but
Oh, I got piped. I was
Soldier on you, Al-Qaeda.
not in cover. I was looking at that. Like I
Say
wasn't
again?
really behind. I wasn't directly behind the wall as I was looking around.
Yeah.
So if I'm
and that's
not
kind of what I'm saying. Like with the awkward like buff timing. Like, I think if you just like kind of know the order in which you want to start healing people, I think you can have more control of where you're moving around instead of like having to swing over to the thing to heal your soldier and then you're swinging 180 to try and buff your scout. Like,
Oh, I missed that guy. I'm sorry.
Go upper.
That's just because I was
Go.
piped ahead of time. So.
Go out forward.
Play the leapfrog, guys.
I'm gonna play the die.
Are you going for the forest?
Yeah.
I'm trapping a point.
Give up.
I got one. That's good. That's a little
Soldiers through. They're walking Al-Qaeda. Keep spamming it.
Play the leap on.
Miss at 100, miss at 100!
Paper's going. The rest of us should leave.
The med's fully out.
Great.
that should not go, or he should not go as soon as the scout dies. Like, unless the medic is like very visibly caught within like the grass or some shit and it guarantees a force. Even then, it's still a little like not even that good because they get 2 kills for the Uber. But as soon as that scout catches a lock, you guys pretty much have to give it up because you don't have Uber. They still have, and you're down 2. So it's
Holding a gun.
I don't want to say it's GG, but it should be.
I'm not point dropped yet. I need a point
It's
drop
not
now.
GG. Spoiler. Heals are playing left side right now.
They used.
They used 3.
Really bad Ubers. Really bad Ubers. Just come on left. Come on left. Clear.
On second point.
Stopping point. Stopping point. I'm setting a point. I'm setting a point.
Double left,
Going
double
in.
left, double left, double left, double left, double left.
I'm on point.
That's dead. There's a.
Bombing now.
That's a wipe. You can go.
Yeah, we can
I
walk.
think it's pretty preventable. I think like
On the way.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Come on left.
I lost track of the demo. This one. He's right there.
I just think you're playing in a weird spot. Like you're in a box. Like you're neither kiting in spawn nor are you like full out with your team at that point when they're already down 3. Like I'd rather just be with my team at that point. Like right now, like I want to move forward
Double left, double left,
like all the way.
I mean, I guess I'd be worried like that soldier that just bombed. He might be like, "Oh, this is a lost cause. I'm just gonna kill their med instead." Like you don't think?
I agree, but now you're still just not in a good spot. Like in my like you're neither fully. I guess it's the end of the day you get 2 piped, so it's a little fucking unlucky. But you're neither able to be cutting in spawn. Like either you should be full with the team, like in like whatever ground they control. So even with that soldier up by 5, like I feel pretty comfortable with. But either do that or go into spawn because you're kind of just in the middle ground where there's the gaps.
There's a.
Bombing now.
That's a wipe. You can go.
Yeah, we can walk.
I'm up with Justin. I'll build on the way.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I know I'm up with you.
Oh.
The spawner's gonna be here first, so we might have to back up.
Yeah, you might.
That's fine.
Depends on if
It's
he's
also
also.
fucking
Good night,
cowardly. So
Okay, they're gonna fight, so you need to get her moving. They should be fighting if they're good.
barely just had. Might be like 20, yeah, or crits.
Choking point.
Okay, no fight from them,
They're going arcade.
but yeah, they do have slight ad.
Okay,
As soon as they
okay.
get through the door.
Can we
Okay,
anyone
let's
spot
pass
beam? See if it's crits.
Got IT.
So you need to be backing up
They're
like
on point.
pretty soon here.
IT from lower, you're on the boat.
They should have their own
You can
crit.
hold your.
I'm
Are they IT?
asking.
Are they,
They're just
where are they
on
coming?
point.
Where are they coming?
Yeah, I'm
Where are
asking
they
for
coming? I
position.
need
They're
to-
peeking choke now.
You need to be back. Like they have
Or maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
they
We're at
should.
25.
Med is still on point. They're not critzing.
I-
like obviously like we're honestly I don't know if we're spotting super well. We have like an IT spot. That's about it. But we're playing like a default, like even without seeing shit. So it's like if they do pop, you're all dead.
Do they look aggressive at all?
So you need to like respect that.
No.
Cool. Okay,
Can you
so
place
you
up a
know.
point and like watch for the pipes?
I guess
He's gonna
it's my,
tap from
my
the
scout
shutter.
on the
Oh,
shut.
more
That's
close
there.
there.
Has been looking at their combo. That's what I was going off of.
They already did a fade bomb too.
He's choked now.
I think it's
I hear
there's
what
no
you're saying.
harm in respecting it.
Demo's choked.
Sure.
Can you get a full buff? You know, I'm trying to play it.
Where the fuck are you?
There's a.
Do they have an off us?
Watch for an off custom. Someone take the pack. I don't know if I was you. Was it you?
I
Expect spy. Expect spy.
If you're concerned for an off class, I would just make an effort to be. Yeah, I was just gonna say. So yeah, make sure we're playing behind the sheet metal.
Right now.
Otherwise, if we're getting really good info ahead of time, we should be probably looking to go into IT.
Got
What do
IT.
you, what do you
I'm
mean
tapping
by
the
that?
first shutter.
Call me for it.
So a nice way to play as a sniper into process second is that say if they are playing sniper and they're operating very heavily out of sewer, you guys can look to take ground elsewhere by playing in IT, which is pretty out of the line of sniper sight lines, and look to take map control through maybe IT pressure to mid. Not your whole combo, of course, but you can say buff your flank very easily, and they can exert pressure and make them so that if they are staying in sewer, that it's pretty uncomfortable for them. Alternatively, I'm not a huge fan of just staying here because eventually the sniper's going to hit shots and shit's going to happen. We find their demo,
Got on you.
I know
Okay.
which is really nice, but
Can you hear me, bro?
I carry the demo.
We try and peek.
it's just a little scary.
We can get paper
Yeah.
through the door.
So would
Yeah, we're
you
pushing it.
fully
Sniper
like
off your
you're
base.
basically trying
Pushing
to
IT.
do a flank shove with
Silver
your
close
combo?
here?
Like not with
No.
your combo, but using your combo to. Sorry, I'm saying this really badly. You take
No.
your okay. You explain it.
Sure. So you can basically the idea is that IT is the reason why we're in IT in the first place is because it's very hard for them to have angles on IT. But additionally, because that we're no longer playing in a centralized kind of like area where we have more control of the map, we have to find control of the map elsewhere. And typically, an IT shove is a really nice way to deal with sniper and sewer because he has a hard time having impact in that fight, and it means that there's typically going to be one less person on the flank as well.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So it's just taking an advantage of playing in sewer, or sorry, not in sewer, in IT.
Trying to get
600. They're trying to trade. Can we get a silver?
Really
What do you want to
fucking
do? Use your relief.
I want to get through choke. I want to get
Alright, I'm
through
with
choke.
you. I'm committed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Give me
so
space.
we gotta make sure we know where the sniper is here.
Point. He's in choke.
Snipers, yeah, towards choke now.
I'm coming to the
Scout
right
on
side.
me right. Item 40.
This is also very scary and not really a good play.
I'm already through.
I have no ammo.
Here, let me area
I'm
you.
getting ammo. Getting bombing now.
I
Bombing
mean the
now.
team play.
I got pressure
Yep.
off height.
Can you live?
I'm retaking it.
No,
Facts.
Med is weak. We need to back now.
Slaves.
please leave.
Nice.
You wanna leave?
Okay, we get a force. We're down 2. They also have a sniper. So very important thing here is I would make an effort. You have no soldiers, and you again are not going to have control on every single door here. So I would either be making sure I don't get sniped because it's very possible for a sniper to just peek this, or you could play close and maybe catch them off guard, which I think is a decent play if they do have a sniper.
Sniper. Can we go IT right now?
This got IT.
No, choke. Demo's choke right
Alright, we can go. Let's go kill them.
He's carpeted.
Soldiers up right T.
Yes,
Sniper up.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
use.
Yeah, so it's very sketchy, but we kind of get to the right
Sniper's top
conclusion.
sewer.
Yeah, fight together.
Not going
I think if we're a little more organized, we'll find more kills because we were IT and then we're trying to like move over to like choke because we see some stuff choke and it's pretty sloppy. So in that kind of situation, you can preface that whole idea by either being NIT immediately to start. So say if we do hear shit choke, you can wrap them through mid and maybe find kills there, or either just play close choke. That's typically what I would call, and then just find shit when it peaks.
One IT soldier. One IT right now.
Going back. Just focus.
It's gonna go
So,
bad real
go
fast.
80.
here.
Let's go 80. Oh.
So we're rushing this fight again like this. We said people rolling out in the way still. Where our soldiers are not in the fight, so we're forcing this fight really for no reason. And this is off of comms typically. Like if you're a soldier alive here, you want to make it important that you're rolling out, and again, we only have one player ad, so just fully holding W is typically how you're going to find your team just blowing up. So like a slower fight with all of your people involved is usually how you're going to win that.
They're close. Yep.
Soldiers
Whoever's
on our
alive.
choke
Tornado
at
sack,
30.
please.
I'm walking on the
in.
med right now.
I'm going now, going now.
Med took
He's
17.
passive their choke.
Scouts! Scouts dead!
It's just you two.
I over
You guys
aggressive.
can get heals. Go for another sack wave later.
I should have.
I did call him
Alright,
IT.
we need a hard build.
An IT
It's
right
I
now.
turn from him. I don't
Build Justin.
I can't build. I'll just
A little annoyed that we're not even peeking second.
Full.
Oh, they
They haven't capped.
Like they haven't even like again like it's a macro thing where we want to make sure that like there's no reason to not peek second there because they're down 2 scouts. Like so if they are wanting to stay there, they have only soldiers and it's very fightable and they don't have Uber. So we're just giving up second for no reason.
I'm
gonna build full time.
Mistakenly think they have Uber. We need 20 seconds for Uber here.
Say again?
I mistakenly also thought they had full ad, but it was more like 50 when I spawned.
Yeah.
They're coming lobby right now.
Regardless if they do, it's still worth a peek because they still don't have scouts. Like and
They have now?
that pretty much dictates the pace of every Uber.
Sure. A hard build, yeah.
They're lobby right now.
we're down 1.
There's 4.
Bad death.
He's
Okay,
We're gonna get Uber though,
No, we're not.
We can stay right.
so we gotta make sure we get kills with this.
Oh fuck.
he's at 40. Got to 80. Point.
Okay, that's shitty. If you feel like you need to get Uber and you're close, it's okay to duck into spawn. Like
We're down
pretty much.
4.
So they use. You see that they're focused with your gun here and you're at 80-some%. I think it would be okay to duck into spawn with one person. Really, but at the end of the day, you should just get Uber. Here, like it's you guys just I don't know.
We would have got it like in heaven, I'm sure. As well.
Fuck.
He's at 40.
Blew up.
Got to
I
80.
mean, I agree, but the thing is, you can live in spawn, but they also just cap the point.
Point.
So it's a pretty.
4.
This pretty much is off the back of your soldier being dead, in my opinion. Like that's the reason why you guys lose this round.
Okay, we're
And also, I think we're a little too focused with getting Uber because your other like you have 3 people being stagnant in heaven when it needs to only be 1 person you're healing.
close to Uber. No.
We can stay right.
Like your soldier needs to be way up by 2 right now, and your demo should probably be a little more aggressive and concerned with point. Your scout is really the only guy that I think needs to stay close there in heaven with you to ensure that you get Uber. Everyone else shouldn't really be too worried.
He's at 40. Got to 80.
So the reaction is very late to point and space.
I mean, you're slow to live. I don't think that's
New mid.
Alright.
That was really frustrating, man. Really frustrating.
Alright, so you can skip to
That's my fault. With the
can't see
first thing.
where you are in the
A
time.
fag is wrong somehow.
Like
Round is
15, I
10
think.
minutes. Oh.
Like,
Oh shit.
No, you're good.
Right.
Yeah, 15 should be about.
Is this the first mid?
It is the second mid. Yeah. First
Yeah,
mid
yeah.
this second half.
Demo's on point early.
Goes on high. They're shooting me.
those guys.
So again, we're shitting right here for really no reason, and I think it immediately makes your meta awkward because you're walking into spam angles that you can't really even see.
Is it 100 on left? Scott's fighting on top. Got caught
Dead
too.
in 30. Scout's dead. Nice guys.
We're doing the mid, but I don't think it looked very pretty from your perspective.
Right, their mids are live.
Um,
We get a four.
Demo's on point early.
Goes on high.
I'd make an effort to buff your scouts a little more as you're walking to these areas, especially the guy on the rock and the guy on height here, instead of just your demo the whole time. Demo should also just stand still for a bow instead of just jumping around.
They're shooting me.
Those guys high.
You can just also just say bow, and he'll just stand still.
We're on high right now.
Meds at 70.
I'm really hurt right now,
I'm
now.
bumping in 2. Bumping in 2.
I'm coming in.
Go to left.
Can you pause for a sec?
Is it 100?
Sure.
I'm still a little confused on like heal priority on mids. Like when should I be healing scouts in your opinion?
You want to be healing, like, as long as your demo isn't hurt, you should be healing scouts pretty much the whole time. Soldiers are catching bows, that's about it. But there's no reason to not give this guy a buff on rock right now as you're trying to move to get to your demo.
Early.
Goes on high. They're shooting me.
Those guys high. That's a
Like, because we spent the whole mid healing our demo, and we gave him pretty much like 80 heals total. You know what I mean? Like, it
Is it 100?
it was pretty inefficient.
Got caught
Dead in
too.
30.
Like, we did
That's dead.
80 heals like that entire mid, and we still won.
Alright, their mids are live. If we get a force LRU, just
Fine, no,
They're
no,
far
no.
back. They're in rollout. They're left one. They're combo. Soldiers roll out. We just lock it down. We don't have our players here to sack yet.
take
I'm
care
here,
of
I'm
a
here. I can
sniper.
sack.
I'm up to one.
Alright, yeah. Can you sack while we're down 3 and I'll peek, like, I don't know,
We
at
have
the
a
door.
player rolling out.
Spot for sniper.
If Fax Machine wants to sack as well, he can as well. I think you guys should definitely be a little more proactive in that situation. Like, saying that we don't have our players to sack, I think, is not entirely true because they're still down 3. So it's like if we are missing one person, it's okay because they're still down 3, and there's going to be gaps that won't exist in 10 seconds.
I'm gonna see if I can get something. Hold on.
Okay.
So if he wants to sack there, I think it's more than good.
70.
Demo's hurt. Demo's hurt. Demo's
Alright,
hurt.
I'm walking on him.
I'm not here.
Got arrowed.
Up here now.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. I would, like, as an effort while you're healing people, I think it's worth to have glances over to 5 because no one's covering that door. Other than that, I think it's fine.
Lower. I'm towards our choke right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You do have no scouts. If they come in, you can use
Fine,
them.
it's fine. You can just leave and play ad. It's fine.
I'm out of choke.
I think leaving is a good call here because no scouts in an Uber typically will be a bad Uber. If you are really proactive here, a nice way that you can do is you can be prepped IT, and your scout will meet you guys IT, and you can immediately start moving, and you'll catch up. And by that time, you can usually find a lot of people on point that will be unexpected, or they won't be expecting an IT push because they're typically just all on the point.
We called.
We can bomb our
Justin,
demo
you're
here.
alone, you're
We're
alone.
on point.
Yeah,
Can we bomb our
just
demo here?
I'm IT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something cap?
Yeah.
So now we're blind bombing, which I'm not a huge fan of. There's pretty much no reason to do this, and there's like a lot of key information as to why. One, if they don't have point, you can get information almost every single time because they can't really play in default spots because they still have to cap out of their last. And 2, again, depends on the team they're playing, but some teams will keep like a gun or some shit like that. Like there's no way they're full set up here, and popping in is pretty much only giving them an advantage when you should be taking the advantage of the fact that they're not set up.
We're just 2 soldiers, man.
Yeah, I think
oh
we realized
man.
that.
Why did we do this?
Yeah, okay, don't worry about it. Friendly targets, not a problem.
Build again. Build
Yeah, there's no reason to do that. If you're gonna do if you're trying to pop in a second, you should do that IT because then you'll find a timing where people are out of position, and you'll almost guarantee the pick because you're cutting them off.
We have a soldier spot. Have a soldier jump through first, see what's going on, and then we can go through.
So choke is sort of like the
Okay.
passive door into
Decent
2,
decide.
IT is the aggressive door
I'll
into 2.
start playing
Sounds like.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to.
Demo looking lobby. Demo's looking 3 right now. He's just trying to spam it.
You want to see if we can stuff go 1?
Sort of one. Just maybe not one.
I don't know if they're gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit.
We advise lobby, right?
Can you come up right, see somebody?
I'm with you. Hold on. Let me get over.
I hear him. I hear them. I hear.
Sounds like
Demo.
lobby, I think. It's lobby, I think.
Demo lower.
We're dating. They're through.
Try and milk it. They're trying to milk it. They're trying to milk it.
80%.
Res lower.
I backed up.
I think you leave really early. I think if they're walking in through lower, you can have pretty good vision as to when they'll actually bomb. And when you see that demo, like in an aggressive stance, you can start leaving now. But I think we're leaving really early
You're getting stuffed up a lot.
We're at 90%.
when they aren't really exerting any pressure on the choke.
Yeah, it's even. It's fine.
Yeah, we can just work stacks right now. They're not even.
I guess emphasis on that is being like if you can maintain choke presence, you can have an easier time sacking into 2 instead of just backing up all the way, giving them all the space, and then trying to re-aggress when I don't think it's
We can do the
necessary.
full pressure sack. Remember, we like
Yeah.
take sewer and all that. Fun
Yeah.
Take over. Take over.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
We're loading.
Let's go.
We're hitting sewers
We're
right
buffing our
now.
plane. Buffing.
Anyone
Demo's
can
showing
sack.
top. He's trying to top sewers right now.
Additionally, you can start to, like, if you're close to Uber and you see that they're walking in through lower, you can pivot your heels into the shutter door of sewer, so you have more information for yourself, and you're still able to leave and dish out more heals.
You guys should get
Very
that.
close
What
to
are you
sewers.
saying?
I'm making space.
Deep, I
So as soon as it's called that they're milking in through lower lobby,
Uh-huh.
you can pivot your heels towards the sewer door shutter. That way you can see what's actively happening. You're not caught because you can leave sewer and you can dish out more heals.
We'll do it to 100 there.
So you do not give up as much space.
I'm
I'm
bombing now.
50
bombing.
health.
Med's on point, med's on point.
Just take your demo here.
I can't. There's a stick behind it.
I'm
Faded.
Backs get up.
Medius.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
Okay, we're down 2 soldiers though, so again,
I'm
I
leaving
don't think we're
for
losing.
Where's their IT?
It's got weak IT.
I think you guys should use onto them if they come in.
Yeah,
I
they
want
come
to
in.
buy time. 12 seconds on our soldiers.
Yeah.
So
Buy time. Buy time.
I had
Loading.
another.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Soldier IT.
Let's top
No,
IT.
they're scared. They're scared. They're not
When
gonna
we
come.
have
refight,
it
we
made
need to
please.
spot if they're close.
Yeah.
When we refight,
They're not close.
Demo's-
Yeah, we could go for an exchange now.
Like,
We're on
right.
exchange.
Yeah, this is good. They're really weak pressure, so you guys are absorbing it.
I got
Well,
I'll choke right now. I'll choke right now.
okay.
Start walking at them.
He's hacking for a med.
Fuck.
Okay, that's a really bad death. But this all stems from just, I think, bad positioning. So the thing is,
We're on exchange.
they are picking no doorways, but we're still waiting on our soldiers, so there's no reason to be playing up by this pack. If I'm you, I'm pretty much sitting from this little area between the pack and the rock the entire time. So this, in my opinion, stems from you catching a random pipe because, again, there's a lack of visual, like you lose vision on things. So shit like this coming around corners was always going to happen. So if you're playing back between the pack and the rock here, you see everything coming through choke. You have a vision slightly towards the pack, but I'd say the choke is the larger emphasis, and you have the ability to move up and heal shit on height, which is going to be denying anything that gets on you. From here, we can heal shit on red crate, but we're still placing ourselves in a smaller little cubicle towards IT, where there's no reason to do this, and you kind of this space is your friend.
I got pipes. I need
I'll
pipes.
choke right now. I'll choke right now.
Can we start walking at them?
He's hacking for a mid.
Fuck, I'm dead, dude. For the record, I switched to my melee next time. Yeah, that was a bind mishap
Melee
mishap
frog.
that
That's
I
my
have
bad.
fixed since, so it won't happen again.
So the emphasis that I would place here, though, is that
we go for exchange
the soldier gets in like without a scout seeing him.
Soldier 100, soldier 18.
Like it's a really bad drop, but he also just he does a little shitty jump to the pack and then he like pencils on you. So that should pretty much never happen.
I got
Especially with a scout right there by blue crate. Like let me see what he's looking at.
Walking at them?
Like it looks like he falls off the height to shoot him, which is kind of bad. But I do still think this stems from bad positioning because your one scout is playing by red crate, so him having to go all the way over here to help you is not great. When I would rather you just be in this lane, a scout posted up on rock, and it's impossible for something to kill you.
He's hacking for a mid.
Fuck, I'm
There's just no reason to be posted up there when we're still just waiting for our soldiers.
melee next
And we know that we're not wanting to Uber.
Melee frog. That's my bad.
You need to walk forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have, yeah. Once our
Play
soldiers
point,
are there.
man. Play the point. I'm saying this. Preacher to a fucking fire.
I'm
Okay,
at
this head can roll out choke.
They're sitting far back. They remember now.
Yeah, we're playing to leave choke here.
Tommy choke sounds like.
If they're not through choke yet, and you have a spot on what like this guy can see everything, it's worth to pivot up to IT so you can have red crate control.
Tell me one lane.
I'm playing IT.
I don't think you need a default choke here. It's all off of info.
Choke.
I'm bombing.
You had a window to get up there,
IT
and look
is
where your
like-
demo is, right?
So IT is like where you would ideally hold on disad.
So on disad, there's two ways. If you know you're not getting Uber and you're just playing straight disad, IT is the best door because it allows you to heal shit as far up as possible, and that's a concept that applies to medic on every single map. You want to find the doorway where you can exert the most heals, while not being caught to if they just pop through. So that's typically on a map like this, it'll be IT. On a map like say,
kitchen.
yeah, kitchen, etc., etc. So you want to find yourself in that doorway pretty much every single time. The only times when you want to make a conscious choice of not going to those doorways is when you're close to Uber or you're arriving late to a fight. And if you go up to that area, you're gonna die. So
And sorry, just to explain that, is that because it's not a great place to Uber from, or is there more to it?
sorry, I don't know if I understand.
Like, just because I'm close to Uber, why does that make that doorway worse?
So the reason why, yeah, I'll start into that. So the reason why I would want to not be in IT is because I don't want to leave the point all the way. So say if I'm at 80%, they're walking in here and they've taken all the space, I'm forced to leave IT, and if I want to Uber, I have to leave IT all the way and then come back in once they've locked out doorways, ideally. If you're at 80% and you're close to getting, we can pivot towards choke because it takes more effort for them to push you out choke so that you still have positioning on mid if we were wanting to stay with Uber. Does that make sense? It takes much more effort for them to go from choke to your choke to push you out than it does for choke to IT when I know that I can eventually stay because I'm close to getting Uber.
No, that makes perfect sense. Thank you.
I didn't
That's
call
not
you
it.
in, bro. I didn't call you in. You can't say call me in and then go
It's
before
fine, it's
I call
fine.
you
Let's
in.
get out. Get up to 2.
Top.
So yeah.
I'm gonna buff up our soldiers.
Alright,
Yeah.
lean sack.
We're leaving, we're at 60%.
Sorry, wub sack.
They're stacking, so they're
Okay, so that's-
knocking us.
It's only ×3, so I wouldn't necessarily call it a stack. I'd be a little hesitant to buff that guy. Like, I would prioritize making sure I'm back by 1, and I'd also make an effort to call that I'm at 70%. So any sort of pressure is decent pressure.
Leaving one the cap now.
Or, like, I guess emphasize the 70 call with, like, we can get Uber here.
Stuart,
I think I said
Okay,
+5 when I said that, but
Our
we're gonna get on this fight.
That's 100.
Okay. Regardless, I still want to emphasize the fact that we can get Uber on this point, because it'll change how you people play.
Okay,
We're 95.
You think?
Come
So you
forward.
think we
We're
could have
great.
stayed? Well, you mean the point is in the entire area, not like the high ground itself? Because I don't think we could have got Uber on the high ground.
No,
before
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just emphasizing the fact that, like, we can get Uber here, so, like, we don't have to leave.
Right.
Used. Their Uber's
You
way
can jump
better.
in
We're
if
not
you
gonna
want
leave
to,
sack. They used. Run.
Wait a minute.
We
Slugmundo.
used too early.
What is weak choke?
I
So you use with our scouts. Alright, let's see what happens
Uber's
here.
way better.
We're gonna get on this fight.
That's 100.
So the thing, like, what happens
We're
here?
95.
Like, their soldiers take a lot of space, which I think is pretty punishable by your other soldiers on your team. Obviously, you only have one guy alive, but I think he should have made an effort. And we found a kill, which is really nice.
I'm with you.
I guess I just don't know where your soldier is in this entire fight. I know one of them is rolling out, but the other guy, I feel like, should like, and that's kind of like what I mean by like if you call this more in advance that we're close to getting Ubers, that he knows that he doesn't have to fully die for anything, and he can look to help kind of maintain space.
Uber's
You
way
can jump
better.
in
We're
if
not
you
gonna
want,
leave this
Justin.
guy. They used front.
But yeah, I think you having to use here is inevitable.
High. Come forward. We can trade.
I'm with you. Yeah, we're using. Okay.
It's maybe a little early, but I understand why you're nervous. But this stems from not having a projectile in the Uber, the fact that you have to kind of run him down the whole way with a scout. So this could be your soldier, this could be your demo. I think unfortunately it would have to be your demo in this case, but it just stems from the fact that these soldiers are able to jump up onto this height for free, and that's what eventually spams you out. So realistically in this scenario, you guys probably should have just left because of how bad your positioning was.
Uber's
You
way
can jump
better.
in
We're
if
not
you
gonna
want,
leave this guy. They used run.
We used
odd.
too early.
What was weak choke?
I was 50.
You kind of lose a scout. You flash a soldier behind, which is a pretty decent play from him. But the fact that you lose both scouts is why this is so lost, because it actually is still probably fightable had you only lose one, which probably would have been your combo scout if you just because the Uber was so bad, they're probably just gonna kill him and it makes you live. But I think your other scout dying kind of out of nowhere is not that great, and there's still a world where that's fightable if he lives. Back up here's we can't, like, this is a really bad play. This is a game losing. We can't stop that. The only way you can stop that is if you have Uber, and you don't have Uber.
Everything won.
Okay.
How does our other scout die?
I don't know how
man?
long this pause is. It might be a
What did you
while.
die to just then?
It's like 5 minutes.
It was the post Uber. We couldn't leave in time.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Put it
just
in the post Uber. You should be fighting in post.
there's no way you drop there. Like even with 50 health,
That's
like,
which
they're
is
backed up
that
still.
thing
Like
that
we killed one. Like, we
it's always
killed
like a
one.
minute.
We can re-rotate somewhere else if we have to.
I had just taken 2 stickies, 50-50, and I was like, okay, well, the third one's coming.
Everyone's coming. I don't know.
It's like,
Yeah, the pop is fine. It's just shitty positioning.
And then like,
Is there something, given that
I don't
Uber,
want to be a dick.
like-
Like you said,
you said we need a soldier and sure, but like in what we had a demo and a scout. Like, could we have done something with that solo scout to somehow survive?
If you're popping that early, no, because your Uber's going to be so garbage. Because he has to take half the Uber to get to where their team is. The priority again should have been on stuff that got in way early on their combo, like before their combo walked into it. So again, those soldiers took way too much space and were able to get away with something that they shouldn't have.
We got forced out. I think boiling it down is like we got forced out, but we popped instead of just leaving. Like we were getting forced out, and we probably could have done stuff to make it so they couldn't take as much positioning, like taking hexagon or whatever it's called, and like them like basically their demo men also walking up pretty far and getting a sticky onto you. I think once their demo's that far up and getting stickies onto you, I think it's just better just to leave.
I agree. I think that's also probably a situation where you just leave if that soldier is taking that space. But again, I'm trying to give you a best case scenario where we call that we're close to getting Uber, so let's not give up all our ground.
Like keeping
And-
hexagon control is probably really important there because it allows so much control over the right side of the map.
Well, yeah, you said no one on height. Like even if you had a guy playing by 2 and you see a guy up there, you can spam him off of height for you.
Liam, call me in.
But yeah.
And then you bombed before I called you in.
I know.
And then there've been like, I need to hear stabilization or like hearing that like they're all in choke because I see their demo. I'm running to your lobby right now.
Do you want to?
Alright, take lobby.
Shit.
Right now.
I said we're in.
Okay.
He's trying to shoot me. Pop it.
So we're always shifting to the right again for like it's really bad in terms of ground.
I said we're in.
Like your demo should be making much more of an effort to play this lane and control the pack and height, like by default every time.
Demo's just
Main
trying to
health.
get across. He's spacing his
I said
ammo.
30.
Uber high bomb. Committing. Faded.
I'm not trying to commit.
I'll just hold her on height. Soldier's weak. We can go.
Really high, that
Soldier's
height.
dead.
They're
Med's
dead.
dead.
Play their mid.
Height in the air.
I'm getting pack going. IT, bunker IT, bunker IT.
Left. No.
Tapping height.
Just keep leaving. There's no point in staying there, just in case some guy slips through. But yeah.
Let's do it.
Nice. I'm
shot.
going for
We
a second. Let's not over aggressing last. If we need to leave, leave it, man.
Yeah, they already got
I'm
spawns.
looking at trap spawn. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm not playing this then.
That's fine.
No
that's fine,
fucking-
that's fine.
Alright.
I'm
Did you
tapping
see
one.
where gun
Nope.
was?
I'm gonna go see if I can get the gun.
I didn't see if there's a gun yet. There's spawner. There's just spawners right now.
Our players here, we can take lobby when they are.
I need the
I'm
ammo.
5 right now.
2 reloads.
Alright, you're 5. I'm trying to take lobby.
I'd always be a little paranoid of a one peak with a sniper. Obviously, I don't think teams are really doing that, but it's I don't know. There's not really a point in staying on top point here for some shit like
Can we
that.
get our soldiers in first? Let's get our buff.
Just chill for a sec. Just
Like Rillo's a really good spot position. Remember.
do you want
Okay.
to enter lobby
I'm
from
gonna try and
above?
spot from all
Is
up.
there a gun? Is there a
Let
gun?
me
I'm gonna
spot.
enter lobby for lobby right now.
I don't see guns back right. Let's go forward.
Alright,
Okay, it's a nice call.
Before I'm gonna waddle for this.
Guns dead, guns dead.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Used. I'm going
Person left.
points
Person left.
open.
Person left. Person left.
Yeah. A little awkward.
Side here.
Catch your demo.
Demo caught.
Then we got bowed.
You need to get that kill. If you don't get that kill, you've lost the point.
Shoulder here.
Yeah, so pretty sloppy. Uber, like we get the gun as we're Ubering, I think that's fine. But the like large thing to do is that we need to have that cross to the left much more fluid. So
See guns back right. Let's go forward.
Alright, we're going
Okay.
forward.
Before I'm gonna waddle for this.
Guns dead, guns dead.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Used. I'm going
Person left.
points
Person left.
open.
Person left. Person left.
Yeah. Okay.
like your demo should have just jumped. Like you didn't have the beam on him, so I understand why you kind of hesitated. But regardless, that's his window to jump, and that's like you need to get over to them and ideally give him. He should be playing with the idea that he can like land aggro in heaven, and you guys will be able to catch him with the flash up there. And while this is happening, your soldiers also need to be like fighting or like involved in this because right now I don't see any soldiers collapsing. Oh, he's there, but again, our positioning is really poor.
Demo caught.
Then we got bowed. He can die though.
Like a heaven end is almost essential for winning a fight like this. Like we need to have some heaven presence, and we're all on the low ground, and we don't and don't control the left spawn either.
Shoulder here.
Okay,
The worst
we're
of
losing
all
this.
worlds.
Yeah. I got demo soldier.
If you're gonna end on the floor, you have to control at least the spawn.
We're leaving towards choke.
We win too quickly when we get soldiers killed it and we popped. I don't think when we hear the
Would
gun,
you
yeah,
milk
don't
with
pop
that
it.
Uber?
I would walk in a little bit, like the fact like I would just a little just to see like get a little bit of info, but like I wouldn't milk a crazy amount. Like it's like process is a very easy sniper spawn map, so there's like only so much value you can get out of milking it in. The larger issue is just the fact that our bomb is shit on the left.
At all.
Alright, I'm near point. Playing near IT.
We can also milk second.
Sorry, I had the wrong time.
Yeah.
What are we right
We
now?
have a sniper.
It's
We're
full
just.
disad
We
for
can sleep
50
frog.
disad, they
Just
have-
sleep frog. Just sleep frog. Sleep frog.
I'm playing near IT.
Say that again, person.
Spot choke.
Okay, I'm spotting it right now.
Soldiers can get to me, get the buffs. Or...
The single soldiers in choke right now.
There,
Walking
soldiers
into-
walking. I see flex.
Combo choke.
So right now you're 80%. This is a perfect opportunity where you could maybe
rotate.
pivot over to choke right now.
Yep.
And again, like make this an emphasized call. The fact that we can get close to Uber. Ideally, also one of your soldiers should be playing red crate so he can get 300 and get a little more value out of his bomb.
On
Yeah.
IT.
You don't need to both really be on these like Paperclip's doing a good job of being on the blue crate and getting all the information. I think your other soldier can be playing here and like following up off of his information with
Yeah,
300.
well,
Choke and die.
80%?
Never mind.
85%?
Instead, he just dies, and like this is like there's and you also have a sniper in the forward, which is really nice, and it makes it awkward as fuck for them to do stuff. So you definitely don't need to lose a soldier here. You're at 90%. You have a sniper. It's like the perfect scenario for you to just chill and get Uber and have a good exchange on mid instead of
Also,
forfeiting the
like-
point.
It's
can
just
play
one of
around
those things
point
where
when we get-
we're so
it's
close to
gonna
Uber, we
even
could
out
just brawl a little bit and get Uber
Yeah.
and trade if we really need to.
I wouldn't. I mean, your medic probably can afford to do that, but I think that's kind of what I mean. Like your soldiers shouldn't just be feeding there. Like you can
We should play
instead
the
like
lane.
look to be taking space or like maintaining space rather. So shit that's getting in, you can damage and just like cycle bows and shit.
They have too much space?
And yeah, they had
We're
to
out, we're
space.
out. Okay.
But yeah, not too bad. Like they kind of do have space, but again, that stems from IT, and but it mainly stems from the fact that you lose a soldier, so the trade just won't be good.
I might get forward.
You have.
Can
Yeah,
we get the
No,
force?
it's not, as we have-
If you're playing for Uber, you shouldn't lose anyone.
Watch out. I'm tapping out choke.
Someone
Beam
sewer.
in sewer. Beam in
Almost
sewer.
Al-Qaeda. Soldier in. Faded. Other
Soldier
one
in as
shooting.
well.
On a demo, hit 50.
What?
He's dead.
Good trade from
He's
you.
invisible to me. Wait,
Thank
is
you.
he?
That's also sorry. The this is this I thought of it. Like it's okay for you to main call that too. Like will no one die, we're gonna play for Uber. Like that's a good. That's a call that like I know that like Hobo or like a fax machine should be calling that theoretically, but also it's hard for him to be calling that sometimes because he's worrying less about the Uber percentage and worry about your life and like the positioning he's currently at. So I think it's not bad for you to say like, can we shift and can we play the Uber? and like
I
that
will.
lets us.
Yeah, I wasn't
Or
thinking
Lean's
about
behind.
it in this match.
I'm not.
Okay, we have
I'm
a
not-
pick right
I'm
now.
not- I'm just saying, like,
trying to
it's, I
peek
think it's.
for guy being
I'm
behind.
not
We killed
giving you
Pocket
so much
Scout.
like.
trying to
This is
peek
what you
choke
should
for
be much
sniper
more like.
right now.
Can
We have a
you
sniper,
do
yeah.
this
They have
kind
no
of-
scouts. I'm through choke.
I'm getting through ID.
Set up our sniper for vision. That's all we need to do here.
They're right now, like it's hard to.
Yeah.
I played Knight before. It's hard to like do all the things at once. Medic. It's like it's a lot more than you think.
No, I'm
This is
comfortable
even,
making
yeah.
that call. I just
Yeah.
literally didn't even think about it.
You ready to bomb the choke?
I know.
Yeah, they give you mid for free. That's really nice.
I don't think they can do anything.
No, they're not.
Let me get
Okay.
it.
We work a sniper here.
Can we go silver though?
Sure.
Okay. I'm not gonna peek deep then. This time we have a sniper. We just need to play.
You can go with them, Liam. I'm gonna hold out here.
Soldier spotting Al Qaeda.
Okay. I'm
Alright,
tapping on shadow right now.
Who's speaking
Yeah,
the door?
alright.
Soldier, that's on you, Liam.
Peek the shutter.
Soldier's close, Joe.
Someone watch the other shadow behind exit. Just be careful.
There's this, something's rotating towards mid right now, through mid.
I don't like your entire team in sewer. I'd like to see one of your people outside here. I would say your demo could probably play outside if you're gonna have your soldier actively picking the shutter for your team. And you can get active through choke.
And they may
and
check
carpet and
watch
shit.
shove.
I just don't like 5 people in here.
Okay. Soldier's fine.
Because it makes it so that they have a lot of ground to work with. If they do an IT shove, your team gets clapped. And if they do manage to find a trade in a sewer, you have to flash 5 things.
Al Qaeda, that makes sense. I think I've seen Habib play choke during like a sniper
Soldiers
play,
do.
or-
It's also easier for him to. No, he's backed up. He's backed up. He's hype.
I had soldiers 30 Al Qaeda.
It's just typically if you have 5 people in one area of the map, it's usually not good.
Just fine to keep going. Just let it
Okay, are they behind the point? Are they behind the point? Can we pressure or no? Okay, give me a minute. I need ammo. I need ammo. I need ammo. I need ammo. Can you watch
Yeah,
the-
they're all on point. They're playing passive.
Okay,
Okay,
150,
yeah, I'm going.
demo,
Pushing,
demo.
pushing now. Pushing
Also
now. Pushing
easier
point.
to
Pushing
pressure.
point. Let's hit 40 point. Let's hit 70
They're
point.
about to
Live,
150.
live.
Okay, really good pressure.
Soldier bomb,
Got through
bomb.
choke. That's kind of what happens when you have 5 people in one door.
50.
But regardless, this is a good scenario. We've got enough kills, so this is fine. You should just walk in comfortably.
Nice. We have huge
Left to
picks. We
left,
can roll
left
this
to
to
left.
last. Parsley, you cap.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm on pigeon. No, I'm on pigeon. Go.
Okay, okay. Sure.
Alright, I'm just walking through all. They're all dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't realize
Yeah, this is good. This should just be around. If this isn't, okay, nice job.
You don't even
Play
care.
slow.
Win. I don't know.
Be careful.
They
The, the demo might walk across the point this time. I've been playing more rights.
If he does that, can we bomb him?
Yeah, he's just shooting pipes at me. Or,
So if we are really emphasizing these right side mids, I think there should be more effort to control across their pack.
Demo on point again.
I also
Right.
feel like I'm that.
Let me hear.
We called the right side mid. I feel like we just naturally shifted right as the match went on. I feel like it's one of those things where we weren't. We probably should have been playing more towards the pack and like control. Because I feel like it's just better controlling our pack and like the red crate is just better.
Yep.
Right here. Sorry, moving. There's a lot of pipes in the air. I'm sorry.
I'm buying.
Like if they chose to bomb you, you guys would be fucked. This team, I just has yet to actually commit onto your combo, but
I need to get a pack.
it just it gives you very little options.
Play near left of rock.
Try-
now. It's not
They're
bad.
And notice how they have all the like we're really sloppy on these mids, so we want to go right. If we're gonna go right, actually go fucking right and like take control over there. But if you're trying to lead some shift over to the left, like we have no presence over on this side of the map because we've been doing these right side mids every time. So some shit like that is gonna happen.
Go, 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 go. Meta's in left
Oh,
corner,
he
left
died,
corner.
he died.
Here, medic. Second for medic.
Nice. He's in sewer now.
I had nice.
Nice.
6 gal scout if you.
They just peeked left and double piped me. I guess I should
Yeah,
have
this
been right or
one
something.
bombed me. For 100.
So you get a soldier up in 4. You should be moving forward with him. You can be slow. Times for a point. That's both scouts. Soldier dead. Only thing that can be on second is a soldier demo. So just be mindful of traps, but you should be fine.
I wasn't able to find the point.
One
I realized
scout's
they're
out,
just shooting
So
now.
there's maximum.
I wanna
three
get
You can
seconds.
peek second here,
Yes,
by the way.
I'm gonna
There's
get you
heals
guys
are respawning.
One camp, let's take this one camp.
So you would prioritize heals.
We can
Maybe
get out
you
there.
can peek too for sure.
We need to hurry. We need to hurry.
Yeah, like I think it's well, depends. I think it's okay if you want to hesitate in
back.
case there's some shit inside of heaven, because that is a possible play if the soldier's really quick. But I kind of unrealistic. I would just like. I think you can give that guy 300, and then you can like emphasize that he should go get info. I think it's okay for you to wait just because of how convenient the spawn wave was. But if it was more staggered, I would probably just move forward with less people.
I'm through. I'm through. I'm through.
Oh my god.
I'm through as well. Taking height.
Pipe,
Okay, we're
man.
through.
Or damage.
Alright, what the fuck happened? So we're doing really. So imagine, I guess my like emphasis is that if this once 300 soldier is getting information and making so they can't just stay on point without their beam, which they shouldn't be able to because they don't have beam, they aren't able to get away with this like pressure and emphasis like on
We can get
1 and 2. Personally, I would also go 2. Granted, it's not trapped because you start on high ground sooner. Additionally, my personal favorite door of how I would approach this is I would go through upper IT and then pivot into 2. Because it's harder for them to spam it. And it's easier to deal with people who are spamming instead of having to take a blind 90-degree and worry about traps on
We need to
2.
hurry. We need to hurry. 6-1 as well.
But it's just shitty because your one soldier who is 300 doesn't have any presence. Like, he doesn't have to bomb or anything, he literally just has to spam them because they can't stay because they don't have heals. None of these people have heals.
I'm through. I'm through.
Like, I'm trying to see actually.
We can get out there.
We can peek 2 for sure.
We need to hurry. We need to hurry. 6-1 as well.
I'm through.
Okay, never mind. It's just one scout. But yeah, so it's just 3 people with no beam. We're doing a shitty job of also exercising all our doors. Lobby would be free here. Like, we see all 3 on point. That's a gigantic call to make.
I'm through as well. Taking height.
And we do get through, but they cap, which always is a little scary to me. But honestly, I think the fact that your demo I think he catches 2. I don't know. We're just not in good spots. Like, our soldiers need to be in way more productive spots. But off the fact that they have no beam, we don't need to be so far back.
Man.
We need to leave. Our damage died.
It's even overs just get to 2.
Play to leave is good though. Like, there's no point staying there, especially because they already have cap.
I'm out.
We should have an off class here because they could just dry. I would have a heavy here, just because they can move because you don't have a demo.
Okay, I'll let you tank a soldier.
I need someone to just. They have a sniper. Look at him. 5.
Yep, you're good. Just be mindful.
When I want to fucking roll out.
Anyone know where
I have lobby still. Lobby.
I'm holding 5.
Back out of lobby.
I
He might
hate
be
this
trying to
last
peek 1
against
too.
the snipers, but
I'm
it
capping.
feels
So the sniper is
terrible.
actually it's not as bad as it may seem. It really depends, or my favorite way to deal with it is just by relaying information. So pretty much we should be having eyes on the lobby every single time, and if we see that they're not lobby, we can assume 1 and 2. So if we can assume that they're 1 and 2, we can pivot our heals to actually be behind this piece of cover as long as our gun is able to block shit that gets in through 2 or 1. And we're accurately rotating like maybe a combo their sniper is, but I love being able to play kind of on this pipe as long as we have information where their sniper is. If we know the sniper's lobby, we got to go back to this cubby. But I like being dynamic between this spot and then the other spot
That's yeah.
instead of just sitting here the whole time.
I don't remember.
Someone
what
needs to
match
spot
I
1 and
started
2.
playing
Yeah, I don't know
there,
what soldiers.
Sorry. You
but
got
I do
that.
like that spot a lot more. Yeah, I could be sniped from 1 pretty easily.
They're taking 1 damage.
I'm watching roll out.
So we see that the demo's 1 and shit. I want to be moving there already, just so I'm out of spam as well.
Yeah, I think the cogs
Roll
are
out,
right
2.
now. So
I
Nothing
don't see
bloody.
it. Sniper roll out.
yeah, I'm rotating to wall here.
We got
we
two
got
big
two.
beast.
Okay, I'm
Okay, we're down 2.
We're a little bit weak.
Yeah, I'm taking lobby here.
Yeah, I'm rotating.
I'm through. They're leaving. They're all leaving. They're all leaving.
I'm through. I'm through.
I'm through. I got piped, dude.
You can bait. It's fine. Your people should still be in though.
Last one.
You lose your soldier. Oh, for fucking feels like no reason because you guys got it so clean. So
5.
it's a really bad death.
Oh, sorry. Living.
Just managed to get capped, but oh my god, you gotta prioritize your people that are up right now.
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
have these guys need to be getting healed.
They have a sniper still. They have a sniper still.
And you're down a soldier. It's a sketchy situation.
I'm a little
Sniper,
bit
Shooting at
sniper.
sniper.
I'm trying to.
Fucking bitch, man.
We need to
Okay,
back.
we need to leave. I'm leaving 1.
We left
Okay.
Justin.
They're gonna go lobby.
Oh my god, does your demo live? Okay.
It's
I need to reload right now. I can't watch. There's one of me.
Did they not use? Or did they use?
No, it's even.
Yeah, yeah. It's been
One for sniper, please. One for sniper, please. Fall short.
I'm gonna
One-
put-
one-
Yeah, we're kind of getting lost in some random calls.
Roll out.
You missed.
Roll out.
He's out. I'm watching 1 and 2.
Let's go.
I'm trying.
Catching up.
Yeah, I'm gonna build a gun.
You're fast. Oh shit.
I died.
Alright, just live now. Building gun.
They're still serving this whole time. I feel like we aren't really emphasizing like tabs on him.
The sniper said.
I'm playing D.
Yeah.
We have lobby controls.
We're just probably by 1 right now, which is nice.
Don't spot the sniper. Give me both, please.
But yeah.
It's 1. Like, yeah, 1. They're gonna be going.
Playing behind wall. 1 right.
Okay, nice.
Give me kills.
I'm a monster.
The only thing, like the thing about this spot is like if you actually don't have people denying these doorways, like if someone just sacks on you, you're very easy to force.
I'm back.
So I would make an effort to like tell my NG to like maybe like pivot stuff to help us over here, and then I kind of always want to soldier by 2
Trying to counter snipe.
if we're gonna have an aggressive
Dot is on
hold by this side of the map.
I'm at the last one.
And he's very easy to heal from this spot too.
The dot.
They're shooting my chest right now. They're trying to peek him.
Expect roll out peek.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll or rotate. Actually, I'm still wall.
Nothing's roll out.
But yeah, like, so this is a scenario where it's like, okay, we have all of our vision on 1 and 2. We don't really see anything though. Like, we need our soldier to be ready by 5 to give us lobby information.
Almost 2. He's dead. He's dead.
Because we currently have nothing in lobby, and you caught a glimpse, but it's like there's a very easy window for them to be active at 5 right now, while you have no one on the door.
Sniper lobby now. Sniper hit 100 lobby, leaving, getting arrowed.
Now you should, yeah, don't follow that guy. You gotta play here.
I'm trying to.
Going 5.
Can we get dispenser?
Yeah.
I'm getting ammo right now.
They're playing one, playing
I'm
one.
not playing,
Sniper,
I'm not playing
playing
close right now.
one,
One. I'm rotating 3. It's rotating left spawn.
I have the exit.
Sniper peek.
Have a guy lobby on the staircase, please.
I'm on bot, but yeah.
I'm rotating 3-4.
Low lobby, sniper
Your
right
sniper
now.
dies, so you know they're going lobby though. You need a like so. Perfect world, like your soldier should be cycling buffs so that you're not giving up every doorway all at the same time. But we really need to emphasize like a guy on 5 pretty much all the time here. Like he needs to emphasize like being at this doorway over getting heals. When your other soldier is able to cycle kind of 1 and 2 and get heals.
Hard.
Oh, fuck.
Getting hard to roll
Demo's
one.
weak. Probably.
Snipers, what you're saying?
Lobby, sorry, lobby. That's out lobby.
They're trying to block 5.
And this is kind of exactly what I'm talking about. We gotta heal our guy. Heal. Oh man.
Soldier can die.
It's just
Used. I forced on lobby. Forced on lobby.
okay, nice first
Nice.
on our guy. But I will say like this all stems because we aren't really prioritizing shit towards 5. So like we know that they're lobby. The shit that's gonna get onto you will always be pretty much from 5. So I like while you're healing people here, like keep your back turned and like look at 5 and look at what's actually happening because this is all a surprise. Your soldier goes down to 1, which shouldn't really happen, or if he does, he needs to emphasize that his other soldier needs help, like to help him, and we're pretty much forfeiting that side of the map because they've already taken all this space.
They're trying to block 5.
Man, this is exactly what will happen.
Gotcha. Oh, fuck.
Our
Clearing my
sniper- Our
gun.
mid pipe. The mid pipe.
Or
Coming up.
Attacking now.
Soldier can die.
Could our demo
They
have
used,
been
they
more to,
used, they
like,
forced the
help
lobby, forced the
control
lobby.
maybe? We're at
Nice,
right
nice.
spawn.
Yeah, well he's playing by 3 and 4. Like he should pretty much be looking to meet their combo wherever they go. So if they're going 1 and 2, he's pretty much carpeting 1 every time. If they're in lobby, I'm not huge on him like going all the way left to shoot lobby, but he can definitely exert like from the ramps of either side. But that is much more on your soldier going down to 1 HP at 5 kind of unexpectedly because that shouldn't happen. And if so, he should just be cycling heals and have people ready to like help cover him. But I feel like he didn't really emphasize that he lost the door because that's how you lose the round.
3.
Oh, keep your gun up next time.
Oh, I didn't realize it was up. My bad.
Limits 200.
If they have a sniper, he's just gonna get fucking rolled.
One.
right now.
Pressured item 50.
We hold it though.
Guys, Christ.
Oh, we can spawn and then we can push out.
I do not think this is
Pushing 1, I'm pushing
that
1 right
pressurable. We can try. They're gonna get better spawners, so you know that they will fight you. So you have to be quick if we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Come roll out. We're through.
Okay.
High bombing.
This is a feed.
On you, demo. Where are you?
Got lower,
Scott's
got
item
bullet point, bullet point.
I do have a spot.
Damn, that soldier doesn't die. That's crazy.
Walking alone.
Like I needed it to die.
2.
That's at 100. Scott died. Kill it, demo. It's 12 HP.
Very sketchy fight still because you don't have second. You have to leave. Where's your soldier? I don't know.
3v3, man.
It's just such a scattered fight. There's not really any clear like end goal. Like as I'm pushing out here, we need to emphasize cap time because if we don't get cap, we can't stay. That soldier needs to die, and we can take a slow fight. Like again, in this whole situation, they're still down 1. So if they want to go into us, they can go into us, and we should just win the fight.
Where are you?
Got lower,
Scott's
got
item
bullet point, bullet point.
I think you're playing a little too passive though. This
He's walking
in general.
Walking alone.
Yeah, they're trying to stop.
And we're not,
Where would
like-
you,
That's at
can
100.
you tell me when you would like
Sure.
to walk
Sure.
and where to?
There's no traps here.
So just
I don't
get
see anything yet. I
I'm
don't.
saying 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Come roll out.
We come through clean. There was one point. This guy bombs you. You have to bait this. You play well.
On you.
As soon as you see that, I'm looking to move forward
Okay, where are you?
Got lower,
Scott's
got
item-
and like walk up here.
bullet point, bullet point.
I do have a
Okay,
spot. I do have a
Predator's
spot.
my demo.
Like we gotta like help our people here right now, and your scout especially.
Yeah.
Walking alone. Walking alone. Walking
Yeah,
alone.
they're trying to stop too.
Like you can be up here with them the whole time,
At 100. Scott died. Kill
and
it.
we're not doing a great job of really giving out heals, to be honest.
We're at 3.
Need it back.
Losing the fight.
I think I'll try and take my
3v3,
scouts
man.
more.
Where's it? I'm.
Scouts will win you the fights.
Yeah.
Spawners in
90%. I'm about to get Uber.
There's a minute left. I think our mids have been going well enough that I think we can reset.
Please walk or spy or something.
Agreed.
Spire and-
If we're gonna do that, though, we need to actually turtle
But you might
and get like an engine shit. If we're playing up here with like one guy dead, and like I don't know, a good team will always be taking the space like very quickly. So playing in a spot like this without anything, just like with your back turned, no doors held, like it's so easy for you to get forced.
They're lobby now. Pushing lobby now.
Okay,
They're
call
using-
Caesar service.
No spy.
So we're using.
Yeah, just got some point. Perfect time.
Oh, look at your demo. I prioritize heals on your demo here.
Scout when he hurt heaven.
I'm shooting heavy now.
It'd be
Shooting.
very sad if you guys lost this.
We lose.
They're shooting me.
Foul
I'm
left,
dead.
yeah.
Scout hurt. Scout hurt.
Oh, I missed.
And this all, in my opinion, this stems off of really shitty information and positioning again. Okay, so in a best case scenario, we know that they're going to trade. There's only so much time. That's literally the only play they can do. Let's set up a set like a turtle. So I want to have a gun up by a spawn or some shit that's just going to delay their Uber if they really have to deal with it. 2, we don't have to actually be up at the doors, but this is all prioritized or this is preempted by having information much in advance. Because this whole time you're sitting in this pit trying to give out heals, like everyone is just globbing around the pit with no information. If we again, this 5 spot is critical to knowing what's going on. He needs to be already in the doorway giving information when they're entering lobby. And then everyone needs to have the same mindset that we shouldn't necessarily be up by the doors immediately because it makes our Uber pretty much even. If we have a gun, we have some sort of distraction or a sniper that like makes it so they can't just instantly walk in, we can afford to play farther back and put emphasis on having a better Uber.
No one's fine.
Because what happens is we just take this Uber, it's dead even, we have a heavy on the point, and we don't have heaven control. So at this point, if we're all going to be playing up forward on the store, your demo pretty much didn't leave 3. I want you to end your heals up by 3 with him, because we have forfeited heaven control, but we now have more ground in lobby.
Pushing lobby now.
Okay,
They're
call
using-
Caesar service.
No spy.
We used.
I think I just got some point. Perfect time. Demo's going
Item
3.
40.
And every single post, especially on last, you want to talk about what part of the map you control. So in this case, comps about talking, I have like lobby or 3 or 4, or I'm playing right lane. Like these are all critical to holding this point and not losing these rounds, which you should never lose.
Control heaven with soldiers here.
They're shooting me.
Foul
I'm
left,
dead.
yeah.
Scout hurt. Scout hurt.
Oh, I missed.
We don't have a side.
Where's my
Main
scout?
point.
Correct.
Point. I have really bad news, which is we lose that same situation again later. I don't know how to fix it.
My god, man.
One.
Just control a part of the map and you'll win.
I like the idea of playing like in heaven, because like I'm thinking about a team Ubering into last, and then the other team pops from defense in heaven, like they win almost every time. So
Yep.
that's probably where we should be on purpose.
Some good comms we have here.
Just say dynamic, bro. Just don't ask me.
Shot. I mean, shot, man.
You're right.
I'm playing right hard.
Soldiers high.
High bottom, high
Soldiers
bottom.
high.
Fade, fade, fade.
Faded.
Left.
They're walking left. They're walking left. I hit them out 100.
I'm bombing too.
Okay.
Bombing
Go
now.
for it.
Yeah.
There was pipe
Soldier
left.
in.
Yeah, they're
Landing.
landing.
On med.
That's weak. That's
Heal me. Heal me. Heal me.
But just look at how little space you have on the map. Like you're literally just playing by the rock the entire time. The mids are just really bad.
Play left side.
I'm
now.
dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Scouts through.
They Ubered on left.
I'm in heaven.
Topping point.
Is there anything more I can do in these chaotic, like, fucking last holds where I'm, like, just desperately trying to arrow people on point? Because we're all red.
Topping point.
I don't know.
Typically it's nice if you have a heavy because it makes your job easier. You just kind of heal the heavy. But I mean not really. You can go pyro if you really feel like it's lost. But
Alright. Who mid? What happened last mid?
Don't know. I'm playing left.
okay,
Okay.
nice.
Call it something. Demo's just spamming me early. I'm not playing right anymore. They're just adapting to it.
I ate a pipe.
I'm shooting height. Shooting
Okay,
height.
we should
I'm
bomb.
just
Shots are hit.
Too aggressive.
I'm just 51 across.
That's weak. They're on the floor.
Scout dead.
Soldier's beak. Soldier under med and choke.
I'm in
He's
dust
hit
corner.
50.
They mid die.
There's a soldier behind us. Soldier behind us.
Please,
Soldier
please
behind us.
bunker. Please bunker.
I'm in
Bombing now. Bombing now. Kill.
Dead.
Why did we not bunker?
Where
Getting called.
It's
This quarter.
shitty serve, but bunkering there, like I think it's fine to not bunker there because it's called that there's something behind. So your back turn to sewer is always going to be kind of scary. I think unfortunately that's a case where you really just need to hit the surf. But I think
Please
behind us.
bunker.
I'm in
Bombing
we're just like we're moving around the map when we already have ground elsewhere. Like I would say pretty much at this point, like let's see. So this guy bombs in, you get a nice surf. We find the med kill, or they're pretty much full committed for you.
I'm in.
He's
that
hit
corner.
50.
They mid die.
There's a soldier behind us. Soldier behind us.
Please,
Soldier
please.
behind us.
So it's good that there's a soldier behind us. Probably the right call there is that you just tank your scout and he just goes to deal with the soldier, and then you have comfort in sewer.
I go to sewer though as I tank my scout.
Yeah, you can play like kind of in the doorway and like trust that he will like body block and like just deal with him.
I'm in
Coming down, coming.
But yeah, we're caught in a rotation, right? Like this is kind of the largest thing to emphasize here is that we're moving to our demo, and the call to bunker, like it's a shitty call because it actually doesn't it doesn't tell you anything. Like it says, okay, we're gonna bunker, but it's like, okay, if we just say play by sewer or play by choke is a 9 million time better call than just play to bunker, because we're caught again in just moving around.
Why did we not bunker?
Yeah, I could call played sewer or
position.
something like that.
Let's put her-
I felt really low
Yeah.
in sewer, so I didn't stay there. But
You can just say I'm by sewer, people will gravitate. It's on those scenarios, like it's on people to come to you. Like if you're waddling around to your people like you are to your demo, that's how you die.
I'm 18 health.
I'm getting bombed. I'm dead.
okay, get
Soldier.
back, get back, get back. Go get another pack. Go get another pack.
Nah, we'll just win this.
You with that pack. I'm gonna go sewer.
I have to live.
Both mid spawn, if your
I'm-
scout lives,
can't help
it's
you.
maybe worth a peek just to see if they're holding anything on mid.
Oh. Oh, he got back.
Where are you?
Choking.
I do also have to go in 2 minutes, so if this
Yeah,
is
I-
a little abrupt, I...
We're getting
I
fucked
have to
up
go
right
too
now.
for it, maybe.
We need help.
Okay, well I'll just watch this fight and then we'll see what happens.
If you want, you could.
I had soldier 100.
That was dead.
We got demo.
What, sorry?
No, watch this. This is good.
Scout, we're behind you.
We back. Scout behind us, he said.
No.
No, okay, just keep backing.
we're
Just
out,
keep
we're out.
backing.
I think it's a decent tempo. The macro just feels so out of sync in a lot of these times. Like,
We got peeking point. I'm at 50 health. I can't help you.
I'm gonna spam it.
I'm just seeing if anyone actually calls that we should go to mid or peek it, instead of just like auto
Where are you?
botting.
There's still down one. We have heals.
Okay, so then we have heals. Okay, cool.
We're getting fucked up right now.
So the thing to emphasize here is that your demo is still rolling out if we're fighting this, and they have so much cap, so that if we are wanting to fight, your soldiers have to kind of do something aggressive, and I think they do. But the macros that if they are doing something like that, we should be exerting a little more pressure as a combo together, because I don't think we really leave our choke.
That was at 200.
It sounds like your show's doing pretty good damage as well. Like there's no overarching like call here to like, okay, let's play an aggressive like double bomb sort of situation. Because that's your best bet on winning this fight without your demo if you are wanting to full contest, and they do give you the room.
Yeah, we bombed.
I had soldier 100.
That was dead.
We got demo.
But we never leave our choke when it's like a even player scenario. You know what I mean? Like you need to be more up.
Scout, we're behind you.
We back. Scout behind
Like
us.
Parser should be getting way more heals in this situation.
No, okay, just keep backing.
we're
Just
out,
keep
we're out.
backing.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I have.
All right. Thank you.
Rob, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.
Okay, I was not locked in for that.